Hello and welcome to a Swiss draft. Yes, that's true. I've relegated myself to the minors, and we've opened a pretty stellar pack. Both two great commons, which will probably push someone into white and blue in the next two picks. Got some nice black here. I'm leaning towards the Demon Lord. I think he's solid. It's going to really make us want to get those Butcher Ghouls. Back to black already, huh? Someone posted on, I think, Alex's videos about two-card synergies, which would be great if we had any of the nice, Gold Knight Commanders or Smugglers type of cards. But we'll just take the rare. It's powerful enough. And jump on the black train. Hopefully we'll be the only one at the table drafting it, but I somehow doubt it. So, blue-white is something I want to stay away from since we passed good cards in those colors. So that leaves green and red. And I don't know why someone wouldn't take a Somberwald Sage. It's a nice ramp card. Can really power out some big fatties. It's a rare fixing element. I like Howlgeist a lot as well. And I also like that card. Sadly, no black in the pack. Someone could have first picked a Deathwind, which would be bad for us, since we're trying to go black. But we'll take the Sage here. Just keep drafting rares. And some more good white cards. I don't think I can do that. So we could keep going with the black theme. I think that would be probably Grave Exchange. Another Nearheath Pilgrim. These packs are so weird. And a Righteous Blow. I'm not sure the direction I want to take. I like the white cards a lot. And how much do I want to commit myself to black? Just off this rare. These cards aren't that powerful. I think I'm just going to take the Pilgrim here. Even though I said I wanted to avoid white and blue. If we get past a Butterblood and a Deathwind. And I think I just want the Deathwind. Or is that silly? I think I want the spot removal over the potential 2-for-1. No Butcher Ghouls yet. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Deathwind. Go with the spot removal. Well, there's our Butcher Ghoul. A very important card for black. So I think I just want to get as many black cards as I can. And I actually like this more than Evernight Shade. This guy tends to... We're looking at potentially 3 color. Probably just 2, though. He's a shade and he's very good, but you can just get blown out by a powerful red deck before this guy even becomes a factor. He's not going to be doing anything until turn 5, effectively. He get a nice block in, but then he becomes useless. But if we stress... he's a shade. We're going black. Pull a little 180. This I read as a signal that green could still have some value for us. It's either that or the Sanctifier. And I like Death Touch a lot, especially with Undying. So I'm going to snag this guy. It's not a bad enchant. Effectively makes us do double damage. But it's a bit slow, and I'd rather just have this flying. That can be a pretty good defender. So I'm going to snag that up. Here, we can stick with the potential white theme, but I think we just want this turd. It's not the most exciting, but low drops are good, and he can trade with creatures that are good. I mean, I could take a curse break, but I just want as many creatures as I can get. And Soul Cage Fiend is a good one. So let's grab him. And I don't really care about these tricks. Maybe a Sheltering Word. Although we have the removal. It'd be good against red. Yeah, I suppose. I don't want to play it though. There's a nice Grave Exchange to table. Happy about that. We'll take away. I don't think any of these are going to be an issue. Guess I'll hate the Demolish. Back to black. Gonna need more Butcher Ghouls. Hopefully some Bone Splinters. Terrifying Presence. Over the Angelic Wall. Polluted Dead. So we didn't really get those synergies I was looking for. I think the only black synergy might be Homicidal Seclusion, which isn't even a synergy. I think you just gotta look for those money uncommons and build around them. Not a lot of good green in here for us. Black is non-existent. There's no way we can get to this red. I really just want to take a Timberland Guide over all these good cards. I think I'm going to take a Thunderous Wrath. Maybe I get to the point where I'm able to splash it. Or we could just get out of green and go red to complement our black. And if that's the case, Burn of the Stake could be pretty powerful. And Vampire is very good in the black deck too, since we have a lot of Undying. But I think I just want the Thunderous Wrath. This is a much easier splash, but I think this card is a bomb. And we're officially out of green and into red now, because this guy's a beast, and I want him. Pass him a Lightning Mauler, but I'm okay with that. And here's one of the build around cards I was talking about. But we're getting some good red from this side. Zilch for black, so that's something to note. Hopefully you get at least a Butcher Ghoul from this pack. But Lancer's a quality card, so we'll jump on that. Here, I think I almost like Ghoul Flesh more than Human Frailty. Croon Striker's also very, very good. But how do we get maximum value? I don't think he's going to be all that amazing for us. I want the Ghoul Flesh or the Human Frailty. I think I just want the Ghoul Flesh. There's a lot of X1s that are issues. Like this won't kill a Latch Seeker, which went around. Whereas the Ghoul Flesh will. Abundant Growth makes a splash, but I think I'm just going to get out of green and jump on the red train. Mad Prophet or Fervent Cathar. That's a tricky one. I think we take Mad Prophet just because we have the one miracle spell right now. And this unblockable isn't that big of an issue for us. Doesn't really help us since a lot of our stuff is undying. And getting it through isn't that important. Having a lower curve is something I strive for, but Mad Prophet's going to be fine. That was me swatting at a bug. Stone Right. Kinda contradictory to the Evernight Shade. So I wish I would have taken that Butcher Ghoul over it. The other option is the Bloodflow Connoisseur. But I like it more when we have Thatcher's Revolt and more Undying creatures. Stone Right will be just fine. And we can take another Grave Exchange. I'm not going to play anything else. Driver currently just hits Stone Right and Crypt Keeper. So I'll take the Geist. I really need the 2-drop. Yeah, let's snag that up. Nothing too exciting here. Maybe I just play the Predator Grasp. Could be pretty beefy with some of our stuff. Yeah, I doubt I'll play it, but I'll take it. Take another 1-drop or a Dangerous Wager. I'm fine with taking the draw spell. Gang of Devils, I don't know if he's legit or not. I think I just want the wager. And we'll take a Poltergeist to fill out our unexciting 5-drop slot. Take a Scroll. We have some demons lurking about. Battle Hymn that I will not play. Yeah, if we don't get too many 1s or 2s, Scroll might be decent. Well, there's a big old Crater Hoof Behemoth. Aggravate, which a card I'm coming around to. I like it more and more. Take another Critter, but I think I'm just going to take the Pillar of Flame. Definitely over the Bone Splinter since we have very few Undying creatures. Some really solid green cards. And this is a card that I just don't like. He's so hard to get through. He'd be good with our Predator's Gambit. But I think I just want the removal spell. Lancers also be pretty good. Hopefully we get some nice black coming this way in Pack 3 since we saw very little of it in Pack 2. Oh boy. Nice Blessing of Nature that we will not take. Let's see where we're at. Where we want to hide our green. I think I might just take another Searchlight Geist here. I think we might benefit more from a 2-drop. Scalding Devil, he can do reasonable things. Yeah, just none of this is all that exciting. This card is a house. And I hate passing very good cards. But Hello Devil, which isn't even good for us with a demon. Another Vexing Devil, but I'm more inclined to take the Barter and Blood. Just because we're looking a little slow. And this can even out the board state. It's either that or a Soul Cage Fiend or a Vessel. We have a pretty good mix of 3-drop creatures. I had this Demolish. Yeah, let's just load up on removal. See if that does good things for us. Very late Wolfear Avenger, but we're going to be taking the Butcher Ghoul. And a Borderland Ranger, that's pretty sick. And a Wingcrafter. This pack must have been loaded. Too bad we're not in any of those colors. We can take the Intimidate, which I think is the pick, since there's no reasonable black. Lots of good white coming our way. This card is something I've come to respect. 5/5 Flying Vig immediately impacts the board and just wins the game if they can't answer it. Very good with the Nearheath Pilgrim as well. But let's take the 4-drop. And looks like we're taking a second one. Getting pretty 4-heavy, which can happen quite a bit in this set. But they can win the game. Probably won't play these scrolls. Maybe I'll try one out. We have two pretty turdy 2-drops. Could take another 4-drop. Essence Harvest, where none of our things are that big other than our 5s. Could just cut 5s and load up on 4s. Which I'm inclined to do. This guy does a whole lot more than any of these other cards. Outside of, Geist Trappers, which another great green card that's going around late. Yeah, all these 4-drops is a bad sign. So let's hide these 5s. But the deck doesn't look completely horrible. This is a good pickup late. I'll be happy to take that over a 3rd Grave Exchange. We don't get any value out of this, I believe. Ringleader is pretty good. And here, Aggravate is tempting, but Lancer is a pretty powerful card. I think I almost want Aggravate since we have pretty good 3s. I think I'm going to play Aggravate. It can take out all their 1s and 2s that they play. More often than not, it'll clear their board. And we're looking to be a little slow. Don't want the driver, so I'm just going to take another draw spell. Probably not going to play these scrolls. Always wanted to try them out. It'd be nice if they had a way to recur them. But as for now, we'll hide them. We can take another 3-drop, but I think I want this removal spell. Since we're not going to be coming online till turns 3 and 4. And our 3s are... I think we have enough. We're going to play just about every creature we have outside of the Evernight Shade, I believe. We're going to take away a Holy Just card from somebody because it hurts us. Take a Necrobite we won't play. It's weird having the Stone Right and the Shade. The Undying in the Shade gives it a little reason to play it, but our 4 drops are so congested as it is. I don't know, I have zero confidence in this set anymore. I used to think I knew what I was doing. But let's see where we end up. This deck doesn't feel completely terrible to me. So let's see what we want to do here. Crypt Keeper is just a bad card. But let's see where we're at as far as spells and critters. Red Shade is getting the axe, I think. Pretty high spell count. 2, 11. Yeah, I don't want to drop below 15 creatures. Could go down. I always like having a little bit of draw in my deck. But I think we're just gonna have to live without it. We have the Mad Prophet. So we can go to 14 critters, cutting a Crypt Keeper. This is almost reasonable because we have the Demon Lord. And let's see how we even split. Once you know it. So it's gonna be tough to really get insane value out of him. I just don't think he's necessary. Aggravate can be dead against certain decks. Maybe it's better in the side. But I feel like it's quality. Since all our stuff kind of sucks. At least in the early game. And I think I'm going to go strictly 17 land count from now on. I like these Grave Exchanges. They pair nicely with the Aggravate. Kill all their low stuff. Then they have to sack their goods. Maybe it comes down to the Guise of Fire and the Ghoul Flesh. I really want to get 4 mana. I can't afford to stumble, so I need the 17 lands, I feel. So, what do we cut? Maybe we just cut a Heirs of Stromkirk. But he's looking to be our most reliant win con, as long as we're not playing against red. He meets the Aggravate. Our 2-drops are pretty bad, but I need to have some type of board presence early. Maybe we just go down to 1 Grave Exchange. Maybe that's safest. Lower the curve. Call it good. Alrighty, for better or worse, this is where we ended up. Didn't get any of our sweet synergies we were hoping for. I hope we don't lose to Gold Knight Commander and Thatcher Revolt. That is such a strong combo. But anyway, see you for round 1. Wish me luck, I guess.